that I have in front of me today are full of some hits and some misses. I'm going to tell you what you need to save your money on and what's worth adding to cart. I have everything sorted into different categories like body care, hair care, and makeup. And I'm really proud of all of the makeup empties that I have. I'm going to share some good things with you today. Let's start out with the body care items. I have first an accidental purchase of this Lumi acidified body wash. I was trying to buy like the cream deodorant in this lavender sage scent on Amazon, but didn't realize that I was ordering this. And for $20, I finished this in like a month. And it didn't really do much for me. So I would definitely say that for me, this is not a repurchase just because I don't feel like it really did anything for me. I prefer the cream deodorant. That works so much better for me. A definite repurchase for me, and if you have kind of normal to oily skin, this sunscreen is something you should definitely check out as you are considering your next sunscreen purchases. This is the Bliss Block Star Daily Invisible Daily Sunscreen. It has SPF 30 in it. It is really great, sort of slightly mattifying sunscreen. It has a little bit of a lavender kind of spa scent to it and just a tinge of coverage. So this is a definite, I have repurchased this before and I will buy it again over the summer months. So definitely check this out. If you're normal to oily skin type, you'll like that. These two items from Strivectin I had gotten as samples in some Ulta orders, and they're like anti-wrinkle things. This is the Intensive Eye Concentrate for Wrinkles. This was fine. I didn't really notice that it did anything different than other wrinkle eye creams, so I really wouldn't like seek this out to purchase it, but it wasn't bad. It didn't dry my eyes out. So it was fine, and I really did enjoy the scent of this, but I didn't notice that it did what it's supposed to do, which is a peptide plump line filling bounce serum. This has a really nice scent to it. And what I did with this was applied it up here where I have like, you know, some fine lines, and around this area right here, just to kind of help in addition to this, and then my normal moisturizer. And I you know, it wasn't bad. It didn't hinder me in any way, but I didn't notice that it did anything really dramatic for my skin. So I wouldn't seek that out to purchase, and maybe if it was like on sale, I might, but you know, it didn't knock my socks off. Okay, I finally finished a Laneige sleeping mask that I've been working on in a Partners in Cream project. This is the mango scent flavor. Now, not that this is bad, but I have started to notice that it's kind of dries my lips out. So, I mean, it didn't do that when I started using them this time last year, but now I'm noticing that they definitely are not as hydrating as they once were. And I don't know if that's the new climate that I'm in, if it's me aging, or, you know, maybe these are getting a little older because I've had them for a year now. I'm not sure, but I definitely wouldn't buy these again. Doesn't do anything extra special, but I really do like the scents and the flavors. They're really, really nice. And this, I put this on my face and I automatically said, this is going in the empties. I'm not using this. So this right here for me, and unless this is bad, like it's gone bad, is a save your money. Do not go buy this. It is the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. First of all, I had to use what I felt like was more of it than I normally would. And second of all, it has a sickeningly citrus smell that is overpowering. Like, I don't mind scents in my things. Like this SPF has a scent. I told you that this little wrinkle cream thing has a scent. I don't mind scents in my skincare. This was not good. It smells so bad, and I had to continue to put more and more on in order for it to actually work. So the scent kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And I think if I remember right, it was even starting to burn my eyes. And I have other cleansing balms that I can use around my eyes and they don't burn my eyes. So that is a hard pass. Maybe you love it and maybe there's something wrong with me. Don't know. You can let me know in the comments below. Now let's talk about hair care. This is, I've talked about these before. I finally finished my last Olaplex number 3 hair perfector. Doesn't do anything for my hair, so I wouldn't ever buy that, and I only use it because I have samples of it. This Way leave-in conditioner, I feel like is a great leave-in conditioner. It doesn't leave my hair feeling heavy, and it does a really great job of smoothing my hair out just like a conditioner would, so that I can brush it and not have pulling of tangles and things like that. So I would definitely suggest, if you like to have leave-in conditioners and things like that, this is definitely a good one to get. And I might buy this if it was on sale for sure, because hair care stuff is expensive, you guys. It's really hard. This is one that I will definitely have my eye out when, I am able to kind of start buying things again. I loved this. This, as opposed to this definitely made my hair so soft for a couple of days after. It smells so good. All of the Joico products smell so good. This is the K-Pack Color Therapy Luster Lock Intense Shine and Repair Treatment, and it does that. Oh, I love the way these things smell. If a product does what it says it's going to do on the bottle, I'm impressed, and I don't mind spending a little bit of money on something that delivers what it promises, and this totally does. So if you're a hair care person and you have a sort of dry, damaged hair, you really might want to consider checking this one out because it did really great for me. I enjoyed this a lot. Now on to the makeup, and there's nothing in my makeup pile that is bad, but I'm gonna start out with this one. It was fine at first, but then it does what all mascaras do, and it started drying out really quickly. And it was the Essence Volume Stylist Lash Extension Mascara. This did a wonderful job of lengthening my lashes. It wasn't really so much for volumizing, but it does lengthen, just like the name would kind of suggest. It has this kind of wand, so you can tell that that kind of wand is definitely there to help create length in your lashes and make them really long. But like I said, it just started to kind of dry out a little sooner than I expected. And so I wouldn't buy, I'm not married to any one particular mascara, but for an Essence price, it's a pretty good one. I don't know that I would seek it out to buy it again, because like I said, I like to try different mascaras, but it's definitely a drugstore price, great value. Next, I will go with this one, and this was so great. I was so glad to have this finished. This was my oldest lipstick in the ColourPop Lippy Stick, and I had the shade Brink. And my goal was to use it until, it was pretty well flat with that tubing around it, and I did it. I've had this since 2019, 2020. So I knew that it was time for it to go. One thing I'm really impressed with is that it stayed in this shape of the tubing. It stayed in that shape, which makes it really easy to be able to form to your lips and stay precise when you are applying it. So the lippy sticks are definitely something that I would seek to try again. I don't know that I would get this color again, but it lasted me obviously a really long time. Next, I'm going to share this one, which is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. This did a great job and really rivals that Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. This one did a great job just like that one does. It had a really great fine, I don't know if I can get any more out. That mist is so fine. So you are not going to get globs of spray on your makeup. It's going to spritz nicely all over your face in a wide spray, and it's going to help your makeup to last a long time. So e.l.f. drugstore prices as opposed to that Urban Decay, you really might want to try this one out if you're looking to save a little bit of money. Okay, I'll do these two together. They're sort of empties, but they're going in the trash. This is the second oldest lip that I had, and it was the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink lip, and this is the shade Lover. This I went to apply earlier this week, and it has a little bit of a different smell, and when I applied it to my lips, it tasted really weird. Not like it had like maybe a month or two ago. And I've had this for about 3 years, at least 3 years. So I knew that it was probably going to be on its last leg. Definitely was. And I really honestly didn't feel like I got my money's worth out of this because, you know, it is a liquid lipstick. And that's the word I'm looking for. It is a liquid lipstick. So it is drying, and it did the job and staying in place until I started eating lunch. And then after lunch, it looked really weird on my lips. And so for it to really only stay like half the day, I don't know. I don't know that I would buy these anymore just because I did not enjoy it. I wanted to try liquid lipsticks and I didn't really enjoy it. So I know that now, and I know that I'm not going to buy that anymore. And I have to call this one an empty because I kind of messed up. It is a mini of the Rare Beauty like liquid cream blush, and this was the shade Bliss. I love the shade so much that I took the stopper out, and then I got to the point where it was all getting shoved down there in the bottom. So I thought, okay, I'll take it out as much as I can and put it in this little container. Well, I shouldn't have done that because now look at it. It's dry as ever. And so I can't use it anymore. I'm going to have to call that an empty. And I'm really sad about that because I enjoyed this shade. This shade Bliss in Rare Beauty is not quite as pigmented as the other couple of others that I have, and so you could really go a little bit ham on this one. But I love this formula, and I would totally buy this again because really truly a little bit of these usually goes a really long way, and they last a really long time. They have great staying power. So if you can get these right now in a mini, that mini's gonna last you a really long time. I think Sephora now has these minis individually for like $14, and that $14 is going to be lasting you a long time. So I would highly suggest you try one of those. Okay, this lipstick from Anastasia Beverly Hills, I had the shade Peach Amber, was my third oldest lipstick, and it's finished because first of all, somehow I had flattened it out so it didn't have that natural curve to be able to apply to your lips, and I started to find that now that it's that short, it was really messy to apply. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this empty, but I really loved this lipstick formula. It was glossy, it looked really nice, it wore away really beautifully, and it has a beautiful like frosting vanilla kind of scent. So I did enjoy this, and if I could get them on a good deal, I would definitely get one of those again because it was a good lipstick. And the last really big empty that I have, this was a big pricey one, is my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation. And this was a shade 4.5. which was a little dark for me, but I made it work and I was able to finish it. When I first bought this, I really thought that it was just slightly illuminating and it was a great foundation. I was able to get it a little bit on sale at Sephora. A couple years ago, they were having a sale on foundations. So I was able to save a little bit of money on it. But now I'm thinking, I didn't find that it was really all that glowing. So I don't know that I would buy this again if it was on sale. If it was on sale. I don't know that I would buy it again. I loved it at first, but towards the end, I started to find that it was just a little bit dry looking, and it emphasized lines that, you know, as a 42-year-old woman are happening, and you can't help it. Okay, so that is everything. I hope that I saved you some money. I had some things that I would definitely steer clear of if I were you, and I had some things that if you're on the market for certain products like mascara, sunscreen, hair care items, some things that you could really pick up, and hopefully you enjoy them as much as I did. I'll see you later in my next video. Bye.